Hello. Today topic is vector atom model associated with quantum numbers by V. Nagababu. Next slide, outline of vector atom model. Drawbacks of Sommerfeld theory. Second point, vector atom model. Introduction to two new concepts. One is space quantization. Second one, electron spin. Associated with vector atom model, quantum numbers. These are the contents regarding vector atom model associated with quantum numbers. Remember, drawbacks from Sommerfeld theory. Sommerfeld theory could not explain fine structure of Bohr's hydrogen spectrum. It could only explain the shape of orbitals or elliptical, except Bohr's first orbit. Bohr's first orbit is circular, remaining all orbits are elliptical orbits. That was successfully explained by Sommerfeld elliptical orbit theory with relativistic correction. It fails to explain Zeeman effect and anomalous Zeeman effect. What is Zeeman effect? In the previous episode, I clearly explained about the Zeeman effect. Whenever a source of spectrum is placed in external magnetic field, each line can be resolved into two or three component lines. The effect is called Zeeman effect. The new point in this topic is anomalous Zeeman effect. Whenever the source of spectrum placed in external weak magnetic field, each line can be resolved into more than three component lines. This effect is known as anomalous Zeeman effect. Especially the Zeeman effect means the source of spectrum placed in external magnetic field, the behavior of the spectrum may be changed. It fails to explain Stark effect. Stark effect means when the source of spectrum placed in external electric field, each line can be resolved into number of component lines is called Stark effect. To overcome all the drawbacks, they introduced in vector atom model the two new concepts called, one is space quantization and the second one is electron spin. Now, vector atom model. To overcome all the drawbacks from Bohr's Sommerfeld theory, the vector atom model was introduced by four scientists. They are Stern and Gerlach explained about space quantization, and Uhlenbeck and Gaudsmit explain about the spin quantization of the electron in an electron orbit. Then concept of spinning of electron was introduced by Uhlenbeck and Gaudsmit. The idea of space quantization was introduced by Stern and Gerlach experiment, and they were successfully explained the Zeeman effect. And finally, they introduced two new concepts to explain fine structure of simply hydrogen spectrum. In hydrogen spectrum, we are discussing about the H alpha line, H beta line, H gamma line. In Balmer series is not a single lines. Each line has a group of lines. That could not explained by Bohr and Sommerfeld theory. Therefore, all these drawbacks to overcome the vector atom model, these four scientists introduced two new concepts. One is space quantization and second one spin of the electron. Next slide. What is space quantization? The two fundamental features of the vector atom model, space quantization and spin electron hypothesis. They assume the space quantization. If the electron revolves around the nucleus, is one dimensional or it may be two dimensional according to Sommerfeld theory? No, maybe the orientation of the electron around the nucleus in an atom may be three-dimensional. They were assumed in that the new concept is come out on the basis of this assumption is called space quantization. And second one, spinning of the electron. Yes, just like symmetric top, the symmetric top is rotating about its own axis, and it is revolving about the vertical axis. Therefore, this type of nature of motion contains the electron, hence it is called spinning. Spinning is nothing but rotation. The rotation in the sense of clockwise, anti-clockwise, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Whenever the electron not only revolves around the nucleus in a circular orbit or in elliptical orbit, but also precesses about its own axis, about its own axis. This type of nature is called spinning of the electron. These two new concepts are introduced by these four scientists. The spinning of the electron is introduced by Gaudsmith and Uhlenbeck. Next, the orientation of the electron orbit in the three-dimensional space around the nucleus is called space quantization. How we can explain? What is the quantization? The quantization means the total space around the nucleus is quantization. Is quantization. How? When the electron revolves around the nucleus in an atom, either in circular orbit or in elliptical orbit, it is the motion of the electron is confined in three-dimensional. Over the three-dimensional space is quantized, is called space quantization. It is very clear in the below diagram, the fantastic diagram. Observe it. The center of the purple color balls represents positively charged protons and neutrally charged neutrons. At the center of the portion at the center of atom is called nucleus. The nucleus contains protons and neutrons. The nuclear charge is mainly due to the protons, hence the nuclear charge is positive charge. The neutrons contains charge, but positive, negative, both the quantities are equal, hence the neutron is neutrally charged particles. The influence of charge on the nucleus inside the atom is only due to the charge of protons, remember. Therefore, the phenomena of quantization of L. What is the phenomena of quantization of L? L is angular momentum of the electron. If the electron revolves in a closed path, it has a momentum. The momentum is called orbital angular momentum. The path is closed, either circular or maybe elliptical, but the path is closed. If the path is closed, the momentum is called angular momentum. Yes, the electron moving in a closed path, the path may be elliptical or circular, it has a momentum. The momentum is called orbital angular momentum, which is represented by capital L. The angular momentum of the electron is in the direction of the magnetic field. How we can represent the magnetic field? If the plane of nucleus, the plane of atom, there is at the center of the nucleus, if the projection of line or the a line drawn from the normal to the surface of the nucleus, that is called a orbital angular quantum number or orbital angular momentum. Yes, if the electron is revolving around the nucleus, therefore the projection of orbital angular momentum is acting in the direction of the external magnetic field, direction B, therefore commonly known as space quantization. Therefore, the direction of B is represented along the z direction. Suppose if it is xy plane, if it is xy plane, it is xy plane. If a normal drawn to the xy plane, that is z direction. Yes, the magnetic field is in z direction. Therefore, if the electron is revolving in xy plane in elliptical orbit, therefore the quantity of change of angular momentum which is projected in the direction of external magnetic field. Hence, the space is quantized. If the space there is a normal, along the normal, the quantity which is acting, the quantity is called orbital angular quantum number, capital L. Remember, therefore, which is projected along the direction of the external magnetic field. Then, how we can represent the component of L along the z direction? If the component of L, why we are consider the component of L? If the electron revolves in three-dimensional, therefore the angular momentum L can be resolved into component along the x direction, the momentum along the y direction, the momentum along the z direction. Therefore, this is resolved into number of momentum components, and all these component yields to give the resultant orbital angular momentum of the electron in the electron orbit, that is represented by L. But the total quantity which is acting along the z direction, the quantity is represented as Lz. Z is direction of quantity, L is orbital angular quantum number. Therefore, orbital angular momentum component along the magnetic field direction is represented as Lz. Lz can be written as MLH. MLH. ML means magnetic orbital quantum number. ML means magnetic orbital quantum number or magnetic orbital momentum. Therefore, H cut is a in wave mechanics, quantum wave mechanics, Planck's constant. H cut is equal to h by 2 pi. MLH we can written as MLH or maybe MLH cut. H cut is equal to h by 2 pi. Here ML can have the values. ML can have the values minus L to plus L. You remember, or you just asked me, sir, how the values can be taken from minus L to plus L including 0. It is very clear. Here the electron is revolving around the nucleus. Of course, due to the motion of the closed path, the momentum can be resolved in opposite direction, plus L to minus L, or plus L direction there is a orbital momentum, minus L direction there is a orbital magnetic orbital momentum. Whatever may, both are quantities may be equal but oppositely directed. Hence, the values of ML can be resolved into minus L to plus L including 0. That should be shown in quantum numbers. All these shown in quantum numbers. Next slide. The space quantization uh, of the space quantization of the electron orbit around the nucleus in an atom is shown in the below diagram. It is a 3D picture. Try to understand clearly about the orientation of the electron around the nucleus. At the center of the picture, there is a bright portion is there, that is called nucleus. Nucleus contains protons and neutrons. The charge of nucleus is positive charge. There is a light blue color balls are moving around the nucleus in different directions, x, y and z. Therefore, that is the orientation of the electron orbits around the nucleus. Therefore, suppose if we consider this is an atomic system, the electrons revolves around the nucleus like in the picture. Observe that. And next one, how the calculations of the orbital angular momentum, capital L. So it is try to understand. Lz is a z direction. The quantity of angular momentum of the resultant quantity of angular momentum. Suppose if the electron moving in xy plane, the resultant quantity of momentum is along the z direction. Therefore, the quantity is represented as vertical direction Lz. Therefore, the cones represents the motion of the electron around the nucleus. The cone represents the motion of electron around the nucleus. There is upper cone, top to bottom, plus 2h, plus h, 0, minus h, minus 2h. How we can understand this? Therefore, the Lz can be resolved into ml. ml can have the values minus L to plus L. Yes, it has, suppose L is equal to uh, L is equal to 2, ml can have the 5 values, minus 2, plus 2, plus 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2. The cones representing like that. You observe the cones, ml values plus 2, plus 1, 0, negative axis minus 1 and minus 2. This can be understanding ml can have the 5 values when L is equal to 2. Remember, Lz is equal to formula is ml h cut. H cut means h by 2 pi. Here Lz is equal to m into h by 2 pi. M is equal to minus L to plus L. Angular momentum projection quantum number. We are already discussed in the previous slide. Projection means it is ejected from the surface of the orientation of the electron plane, the quantization plane around the nucleus. There is a projected component which is in the direction of the external magnetic field. Hence it is called angular momentum projection quantum number. M is equal to minus L to plus L. Next slide. An electron orbiting around the nucleus in an atom possesses angular momentum capital L, which interacts with the external applied magnetic field B, as we discussed already in the previous slide. The magnetic moment ml or mu L, whatever it may be, right, and angular momentum capital L can be related. Angular momentum capital L is equal to small l into h by 2 pi. Small l is a orbital quantum number. Capital L is a orbital angular momentum. Therefore, L is equal to ml h cut, or L is equal to L into h by 2 pi. We can write it at any level, no problem. Therefore, what is mu? Mu is a magnetic orbital quantum number, E by 2me into capital L, where L is called orbital quantum number. Next one, second topic. We are two new topics. Space quantization is already discussed. The next one new topic is spin quantization. The electron not only revolves around the nucleus but also presses about its own axis, is called spinning nature of the electron. Is called spinning nature of the electron. How? The precession motion of the electron about its own axis. It is simple to understand. Half integral motion. Yeah, what is the half integral value? That means the spin of the electron about its own axis clockwise and anti-clockwise, plus half and minus half, plus half, minus half. This type of motion is called spinning motion, spinning of the electron. Therefore, if it is rotating about its own axis, plus half, minus half, clockwise, anti-clockwise, but also revolves around the nucleus. This type of motion is called precessional motion, like symmetric top. Therefore, this motion is also considered to explain the fine structure of the hydrogen spectrum. Therefore, spinning nature of the electron, hence it refers as a spin quantum number S. S can have the values minus half to plus half. Next slide. The quantum numbers associated with vector atom model. Yes, in this topic we are clearly discussed about why they could not explain the fine structure of the hydrogen spectrum, because of no change of energy in different spectral series is considered. And there is a number of drawbacks. The nature of spectrum in external magnetic field and the nature of spectrum in external electric field they could not explain. After that, these four scientists, Stern and Gerlach, Uhlenbeck and Goudsmit, they introduced space quantization and spin of the electron. That's why the remaining quantum numbers successfully explained. From all the quantum numbers, by using all the quantum numbers, they were successfully explained the fine structure of the hydrogen spectrum. Next slide, the quantum numbers associated with vector atom model. The Bohr-Sommerfeld atomic theory uses four quantum numbers. According to Bohr's theory and Sommerfeld theory, we obtain only four quantum numbers. According to Bohr's theory, we principal quantum number n. According to Sommerfeld theory, orbital quantum number L and spin quantum number S and also total angular quantum number J. But after introducing all these new concepts, there are another three quantum numbers introduced, total seven quantum numbers. Remember, these are the seven quantum numbers. One, principal quantum number represented as small n. Second, orbital quantum number small n. Third, spin quantum number small s. And four, total angular quantum number J. Of course, in addition to these, three other quantum numbers have been introduced in vector atom model, which are known as fifth one, magnetic orbital quantum number m suffix l, and magnetic spin quantum number m suffix s, and 7, magnetic total angular quantum number m suffix j. How we can get all these three quantum numbers means, if the atomic spectrum placed in external magnetic field, the L, S and J can be resolved. Hence, it has the atom contains permanent magnetic dipole moment. Hence, if the orbital angular momentum is in the direction of positive z direction, hence the magnetic orbital momentum quantum number, which is oppositely directed to the L, that is mu L, ml, the ms and mj. Yes, LSJ can be resolved in external magnetic field, resolved into number of components. Hence, the three quantum numbers are introduced by applying magnetic field. These are magnetic orbital quantum number ml, and magnetic spin quantum number ms, and magnetic total angular quantum number mj. Total 7 quantum numbers. And then first one, each quantum number have to explain clearly, and also what is how we can understand these 7 quantum numbers. Each quantum number has its own characteristics that was explained by me. One is principal quantum number small n. This quantum number represents the serial number of the atomic cells. How we can understand? The principal quantum number represents the number of orbitals of the electron in an atom. The number of orbitals of the electron in an atom. Therefore, this is written as the serial number of the atomic cells. Cell means orbit. Orbit means cell. No doubt. Starting from the innermost, very close to the nucleus, that is starting orbit, that is called Bohr's orbit. Bohr's orbit is circular orbit. How we can represent the different number of orbitals in atom? Yes, the principal quantum number n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Therefore, we can get the number of orbitals, and also the named as n is equal to 1 it is k orbit or k shell very close to nucleus. And then after n is equal to 2, the orbit is L orbit or L shell, capital L shell. N is equal to 3, M orbit or M shell. N is equal to 4, N orbit or N shell. In this way, we can understand the principal quantum number tells about the number of orbitals of the electrons inside an atom. That was that could understand about the principal quantum number. Second one, orbital quantum number small l. Yes, the orbital quantum number small l, which regarding the size and shape of the subcells. Every shell which is represented by principal quantum number n, that is n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, k, l, m, n and so on, that is orbitals or shells. But here the orbital quantum number small l refers size and shape of subcells. Every cell or every orbit contains subcells. Therefore, what is the formula of orbital quantum number? L is equal to n minus 1, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. etc. N is an integer. Therefore, L equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. n minus 1. Therefore, the L is called orbital quantum number. Remember, if we observe the red color letters, L equal to 0, the subcell is referred as S electron. S means spherical. The shape of the subcell L is equal to 0, the subcell is S. Why we are named as S? The shape of the S means spherical. Therefore, if L is equal to 1, p electron, the subcell is P. Again, P subcell contains 3 subcells, Px, Py, Pz. Therefore, L is equal to 1, p electron means P subcell. P subcell again contains 3 subcells, Px, Py, Pz. P means principal. And if L is equal to 2, that is called d electron or d subcells. D subcells contains 5 subcells. And L is equal to 3, it is called F electron or F cell. D means dumbbell, F means double dumbbell shape. F means double dumbbell. Yes, what we discussed previously, L represents the shape and size of the subcell. Hence, n is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. integers, L equal to n minus 1, and L equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 are named as S, P, D, F or subcells. Here, S, P, D, F are where S can have the values plus or minus half. S can have the values plus or minus half. Then third one, spin quantum number S. Spin quantum number S means the motion of the electron about its own axis is a half integral values, means semicircular motion clockwise and anti-clockwise. Hence, the S can have the values only 2, that is plus half and minus half. Fourth one, total angular quantum number J. The total angular quantum number J is the sum of orbital angular momentum L and spin angular momentum S, such that J can have L plus or minus S. Yes. Here the vector sum of orbital quantum number L and spin quantum number S yields to give the resultant J. J can have the values L plus or minus S. It can shown in the below diagram. J can have 2J plus 1 values. J can have 2j plus 1 values excluding 0. 2j plus 1 values. J is equal to, capital J equal to J into H by 2 pi. Therefore, the below diagram is clearly shown the motion of the electron, the orientation of the electron. Here S means in the circular orbit, the electron revolves in a circular orbit that represents the purple color cone. The motion of the electron around the nucleus represents the purple color cone, and the motion of the spin of the electron represents the green color cone. Here the green color cone, the spin of the electron. The L and S gives the pink color cone, that is the orientation of the electron around the nucleus, that gives the total angular momentum of the atom. Hence the fine structure of the atomic spectrum can be successfully explained by using all these 7 quantum numbers from vector atom model. And also the space quantization is also successfully explained by Stern and Gerlach experiment. And fifth one, the magnetic orbital quantum number, which is represented as m suffix L. The projection of L along the direction of B is called magnetic orbital quantum number. The projection of L along the external magnetic field direction B is called magnetic orbital quantum number Mn. Therefore, it can have 2L plus 1 values. Therefore, Ml can have the values from minus L to plus L. Ml can have the values minus L to plus L. Example, how we can explain? Example, when L is equal to 2, then how many values? Ml can have 2L plus 1 values. L is equal to 2, 2L plus 1 means 5 values. How many values? 5 values. And Ml is equal to, shown in the below diagram, Ml is equal to minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. Already in the previous class explained about minus L to plus L, Ml can have the values including 0. Yes, suppose L is equal to 2, Ml can have the 5 values, minus 2, plus 2 to minus 2. That is shown in the below diagram very clearly. The component of Lz along the external magnetic field z direction, Lz. Therefore, the component of Lz that should be represented in terms of magnetic orbital quantum numbers, Ml can have the values minus plus 2 to minus 2 including 0. Therefore, Ml is equal to minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. Therefore, this is magnetic orbital quantum number. And then sixth one, magnetic spin quantum number. Yes, it is as usual, the definition is same, but the notation becomes changed. The projection of S in the external magnetic field direction B is called magnetic spin quantum number Ms. Ms can have the values 2s plus 1 values. Ms can take the values 2s plus 1 values. S is equal to half, 2 into half plus 1, 2 values. Yes, Ms can have 2 values. What are the? Plus half and minus half. Plus cone and minus cone. The diagram is also shown in the right hand side figure. Seventh one and the last quantum number, magnetic total angular quantum number Mj. The total momentum J of an atom is a vector quantity. Vector quantity means it has direction and quantity. Hence, it is a vector quantity. Therefore, and is the over the sum of orbital momentum L and spin angular momentum S yields to give the resultant J. J is equal to L plus S. We define quantum number Mj, which is known as the magnetic total angular momentum quantum number. Therefore, the orientation of the spin quantum number of J can be shown in the below diagram. Below S cone and above L cone. Therefore, the big cone represents the j. The values of j is mj. Mj can have the 2j plus 1 values excluding 0, except 0 with respect to z axis. That was shown in the below diagram on right hand side. It is about the second topic in unit 2. First topic is introduction to Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom and drawbacks of Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom and drawbacks of Sommerfeld theory is the first topic. The continuation topic and second topic is vector atom model. The quantum numbers associated with vector atom model was successfully explained by me in this second topic in unit 2 of modern physics, paper 6 in 5th semester. Thank you all.